What's happening, y'all? How you doing? I want to kind of say something. I wasn't able to do anything for the Memorial Day deal. I was taking care of some other things for the flags, but this one here is. I want everybody just listen for a couple of minutes, okay? This day, June 5th, back in 1944. If you don't know anything about it, look up Band of Brothers. Okay, it was on HBO, and it talks about the actual guys. Okay, and these guys went all the way from Normandy all the way to the Reichstag. That was Hitler's, what they called the Eagle's Nest kind of deal. The Berchtesgaden. Okay, that was his own personal villa up way up in the Swiss Alps. Okay. Well, everybody, if you would look up on YouTube, World War II in color, uh, military blunders in history, videos from they have like people in uniform replaying kind of the Revolutionary War, and they actually have film that is from World War One, World War Two, Vietnam, Korea. They have also the History Channel has dogfights from airplanes, from World War One, World War Two, and everything. Vietnam, Korea. It tells you about all the jets and things like that. There is a plethora of information on this. And get all your family around to watch this stuff, okay? Some of it's a little graphic if you get into the real thing. It shows people what war really is about, okay? And we have a lot of these young folks that are literally talking about revolution and they have no idea what they're talking about. So, watching some of this stuff, actual things that happened all the way from Normandy through Europe, and that people can literally see. And if you look a little further back into Alexander the Great and Napoleon, where he went up against Russia, and I mean, yeah, that Europe has its own history. Okay, people say that the U.S. is intertwined. That's true. That's why Trump was trying to help get us out of that crap, because the Rothschild Bank and everything was taking over the whole Middle East. That's the reason why Saddam Hussein was done. The reason why Gaddafi was offed and everything like that, because he was trying to put his money back on the gold standard and get it off of the Rothschild Bank, and they were like, So yeah, people need to realize that our men in uniform. I have people all the time that walk up to me, and when I'm set up and they see all my patriotic stuff, they walk up to me and just shake my hand, you know. And I'm like, man, I wanted to be a SEAL back when I was younger, way, way younger, but medical kept me out. And I mean, I'm just one of those guys to where I try to spread the information. You can check out all you want on the History Channel, YouTube, getting the old school deal. Check out the Navy SEAL Class 2, 3, 4. Yeah, watch them. If you want to see how the Navy SEALs train and all, that's a very good one too. Because that was one time, and I still hear people talk about Class 2, 3, 4. So yeah, YouTube is a plethora of information if you know what to look up, what to dig up. From, like I said, the dog fights, if you want to know about steam engines and, where cars came from, who did this, who did that. Get the old stuff. Don't look at the newer stuff. There's people on there that, you know, that are just not not suited to be telling the history. Get into old stuff from the 90s to the early 2000s and things like that. That's where you need to be, because that's before it started getting all propagandized and everything like that, up until like 2000, 2008-ish, 2010. Anything before 2010, you're probably going to be pretty tight and right on that. They're going to be telling you the truth. They're not going to be shooting you in the foot and telling you all kind of crap, but you got to watch it. Please watch the propaganda, because propaganda kills more than the actual war does. Yeah, just ask the people on Okinawa back in World War II. The Japanese told the people, the civilians on Okinawa, that the only way that you could be an American Marine is if they let you out of prison from being a murderer or something, and also to be a Marine, you had to kill your parents and all that kind of stuff. Yes, when our Marines were telling people, give up, you're okay, they didn't believe them, and they were literally throwing their babies, and then they themselves were committing suicide because of what they've been told. So it's a horror story that's happened way back when, but that's the thing. The more knowledgeable you are, the better off you are. Okay? They are just doing whatever, because now they're not teaching history, and now it's repeating itself. My grandson, my 16-year-old grandson, had a teacher that was from Germany. And the teacher himself said that, yes, he was seeing things repeat itself. And this has been 8 months ago. So please, please, please share some information with your family. Get on YouTube, because that's going to be the biggest thing. They have the biggest archive. I used to watch YouTube back before most of these little punks that are on YouTube now were ever doing anything, because when I got on, started it, and it was just, you just put a video on there, just, and then now they made it all big. So get on the old stuff, dig up some old shows. Modern Marvels is another one. The History Channel, just get on there, and before 2010, you're going to be pretty good. But it's got everything in there, from aircraft, rocket sled test of aircraft. That's pretty cool stuff. But everything from like the dogfights and industrial, how steel is made and how aluminum is made, how cans are made, how canned food started and all that, how frozen food started. And yes, it's got anything and everything you can think of: boots, belts, hats, flags. Yes, the whole 9 yards. It will show you everything. Everything. Just whatever you can think of. My kids used to walk in, what are you watching, Dad? Oh, the History Channel? I'm like, just sit down and watch it. Just sit down and watch it. And you never can tell. And then they're sitting down there, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow, that's neat. And then later on, they're coming in, oh, what are you watching, Dad? Oh, the History Channel, cool. And then they go over there and they sit down and they watch. So you see what I mean? Once you start something, it can carry on. It can carry on. So, peace. I love you. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the comments. I try to answer things back as quickly as I possibly can, but everybody needs to keep on keeping on, waving the red, white, and blue. Whitney Houston, like I told you, Whitney Houston and her national anthem at the Super Bowl. Play it and display it whatever you can, every chance you get. Our country needs us, y'all. Our country needs us. So, I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Later.